by the time you get to your car. It's going to take some time. You got to practice it. Go mess it up a bunch, okay? But once you get it going, and you start teaching this to 5 or 6 people in your team, and you guys start running this play and handing these crunch samples out along with this contact, guys, it's game over. It's a whole nother level of success, all right? So what I do, and this has worked for me for the last 4 years, I don't care how you get to the word challenge, just get to it, okay? Figure out how you're going to get to the word challenge, and then get to it. For me, I use, have you ever heard of the challenge? That is my go-to line. When I meet someone, I don't care where I'm at, I figure out how to get to, have you heard of the challenge, okay? Now, I personally enrolled a guy named Jefferson down in Atlanta. He's the #1 enroller in the company. Dude puts in like 20 executives a month. Don't ask me how. I'm going to follow him around one day. I have no idea what they're doing. Are you paying these people? Really? I'm serious. I'm his sponsor. And I don't know how he does it. All right? But I'm going to give you the contact that he and I use, okay? And so I'll say, have you heard of the challenge? He will say, to a female, he'll say, most of these people are strangers. They're 30-second friendship that he made wherever he's at. And he'll say, do you like challenges? To a guy, he may say, have you been challenged today? That's it. That's it. I know y'all looking for something. He's talking to a person he met, and he's just in conversation about wherever they are. And then you say, hey, by the way, have you been challenged today? Hey, by the way, do you like challenges? I like the first one better. The second one, you could kind of say, no, I don't like challenges. Get out of my face, right? Or no, I don't like challenges for whatever reason. But have you been challenged today? What is the answer going to always be? No. Right, exactly. Have you heard the challenge? 9 times out of 9, it's going to be what? No. No, right? And so for me, I use have you heard of the challenge? And then this is the contact that we use. When they say no, and it really doesn't matter what they say, I go right into my contact. When they say no, I haven't. I go, look, this is what we're doing, right? We're challenging 1,000 people in the Columbus area to lose 10 pounds so that we can donate 30,000 meals to kids in need. If I challenged you to lose 10 pounds with me, would you accept so that we can help some kids? That's it. Right? Now, you won't be that smooth the first time. You're going to stumble, you're going to fumble, you're going to spit a little bit, it's going to be ugly. You're going to say, kids, and we helping kids. And it's a pretty good thing we're doing, right? And you just, I'm serious. I mean, and it's going to be funny, it's going to be a little nervous, you're going to sweat a little bit, but I'll tell you, I'm trying to get this go shot in. But get into a habit of practicing this everywhere you go. I'll tell you guys, with crunch, it makes it so much easier. Because now, when you say, hey, I'll give you one. I like current stuff. I'm in Atlanta, and I'm wiping the wheels out on my car because it was raining. I just got it washed, and I love it when that happens. So I was wiping on the car a little bit in a parking garage, and there's no cars in there except one. There's a truck like right over there, and I didn't even know someone was even in it. One of my ambassadors is in the passenger seat. The car's running, so we're about to pull out of the garage. So I stop to wipe the car down. So we just come back in, and we're leaving again. And so as I almost done, trunk's open, car's running, music's on. He's on the phone. I'm wiping the car out. I'm going to the back. This guy walks over to me from his truck and says, "Hey, do you do trucks?" Me? And there's nobody else around, so I know he's talking to me. I was like, and I laughed. I go, at first I was like, huh? And then I go, oh, that's good. You did something to detail. And I used to detail cars in a garage, really. And so, and I laugh, I chuckle a little bit, and I go, actually, no, I don't. I says, I'm just wiping my car off, and da-da-da-da-da. He says, oh, I'm sorry, dude. He says, man, I thought you were washing cars in the garage. I said, no worries. I says, and now, at that point, I know he's about to turn around and go the other way. I'll never see this guy again, ever. That's how you gotta tell yourself that too. When you meet someone and you think about saying something to them, you gotta tell yourself, I will never see this person again. Ever, ever, ever in the history of my life. And even if I do, I won't even know I did. That's good. If I see him again, I won't know it's them. Because I never said anything to him. So as he's about to turn around, you know, we laugh a little bit, da-da-da-da-da, we're about as far as Dave and I go, when, you know, we're done now. I go, hey, by the way, I get right to it, because I know he's about to turn around and get out of my life forever. Hey, by the way, have you heard of the challenge? He goes, no, what is that? He steps a little closer. That's my man. Right? So I do the deal. Hey, we're challenging 1,000 people in the Atlanta area. I don't know the dude ain't from here. He ain't from there. He's from California. He says, hey, we're challenging 1,000 people in the Atlanta area to lose 10 pounds so that we can donate 30,000 meals kids in need. If I challenge you to lose 10 pounds with me, would you accept? He goes, oh, you kidding me? I need to lose more than 10. And I go, great. Trunk's already popped. Get over here, buddy. I got a crunch in my trunk, and you ever want to see, right? I grab a thing of crunch, and this is all I grab. A crunch here and this here, right? I don't grab a magazine with me on the cover. No, I don't grab a challenge magazine. I don't grab success. I don't grab none of that. This little thing right here that costs you about a quarter, okay? And this that costs you about $1.50, right? And this is it, guys. Oh, and a little business card, right? Got a little business card right here. Made these $521, okay? I mean, guys, what I want you to know is you don't have to have money to do this. You don't have to spend a bunch of money. You can go spend $200 or $300 and get going right now, today, tomorrow, right? And it's he who goes out and passes out these the most and chews and shakes your head up and down like this wins. So the end of the contact is, after I challenge him, he says, yes, I want to lose more than 50. Great, let's start with the first 10. Here's what we're going to do to lose the 10 pounds. You got to try this product. We got a weight loss serum that actually helps you lose weight. It tastes great. You got to wait to try. You know, we chew and he goes, yeah, oh, yeah, it's good. You know, you get started, you just let it go. You pick a kid, you got shakes too. And I'm hitting all this, right? I'm doing it quick because we got to get out of here. I ain't got time to talk to this dude, but I got to go, right? And so he pulls his card out. He says, man, let me give you my number. I give him my card, and we exchange numbers, and da-da-da-da. And we go. He's out of there, right? And so it was a thin thread there, right? I could have not said something, or I could have, right? I'm walking into, I'm in the mall, and this guy, I want some ice cream. I know y'all probably why you want ice cream, right? This is good. So I want some ice cream, and so there's this place called Sprinkles, and I'm standing, and I walk up to Sprinkles, and there's a guy in front of me in line, and we got to wait in line, so we may as well talk. Now, I'm not the guy that just goes out talking to strangers all the time, and I know it may look that way on Facebook. Y'all think, well, yeah, Kev talks to everybody. Follow me around on the plane, 2 planes this morning. I said absolutely nothing to not one person in the airport. You know why? Because I didn't want to. I never want to, but I do because I want the end result. But today, I didn't want to. I didn't need a result today on the way here. I may need one in the morning on the way home. But this morning I was really tired. They ran me like a dog up there the last couple of days. So I slept on both flights here. But I meet this guy. He's standing in line. I go, hey, you ever been here? He goes, yep, it's pretty good. I said, man, my first time. I said, what they got? What they got? He says, well, the ice cream's really good. They got cupcakes too. And now we get to talk about cupcakes. Well, he's a doctor. He's got on his scrubs. So I said, well, what hospital you work at? He says the name, I don't know. I said, well, I don't even know where that is. I ain't from here. I'm from Jacksonville. Really? What are you doing in town? Glad you asked, right? I mean, you see where this is going? It's just a conversation. And at some point, you'll get to it. Now, what did I say? Oh, from Jacksonville. You know, and I don't even remember if he asked me what I do. I just said, hey, have you heard of the challenge? He goes, no, what is that? I go, well, we help people lose weight and get into better shape. But what we're doing in the Atlanta area is we're challenging 1,000 people to lose 10 pounds so we can sponsor 30,000 meals to kids in need. If I challenge you to lose 10 pounds with me, would you accept? So we help some kids. He goes, yeah, that sounds like a cool program. And I go, I'll tell you what, while we're waiting on our ice cream, I've got a sample of the product that we actually use in my car. My car's right outside. He goes, why don't you go get me some? I go, well, why don't I do that? I go out to my car. I go, you wait right there, Doc. I'll be right back. I go out to my car. His name's Jason. I go out to my car, and I'm coming back in. I got 2 samples of Crunch, 2 little brochures. Did I tell you what I bring in? Not the magazines, just this. Quarter. right? I mean, I think these are almost free. I think they just give you these, right? I mean, if you need some, I'll give you some in the back of the room. But this little brochure right here and 2 crunch samples. So I'm walking in, and there's this lady getting out of her car as I'm going back in. The mall is a little further than Jeremy, so I don't have a whole lot of space between the car and the mall. I'm walking in this Lenox Mall downtown, wherever it is in Atlanta, and she's walking about this fast. For whatever reason, it's 2 o'clock in the day. He obviously ain't got to go to work, right? And so I thought it was so funny. I said, I got to say something to her, right? Now I don't have time because Doc's waiting on me inside. I go, at that pace, you'll never make it to the mall. And now, if she had done anything less than what she did, I would have kept going. She looks at me and she just burst out laughing. And she says, no, you didn't, right? And I'm like, oh, great attitude, right? Shoot, now I got to talk to her, right? So now I'm a stranger danger, so I don't make a whole lot, I don't get too close, right? So we're this far apart, I'm walking, I'm like, I can't get too close because you think I'm going to be hitting on her and all, right? So I got to be cool, so I'm still going. And I go, hey, I ain't from here. I says, I know I don't have time. So I get right to it. She laughed and said, no, you didn't. We're friends now. So I have time to talk about what she's doing, what I'm doing. I got right to it. I go, hey, I ain't from here. I got a question. She goes, yeah. I go, have you ever heard of the challenge? She goes, no, what is that? Shoot, now I got to tell her. So we're walking. By the time we get inside, Doc's standing there with his ice cream waiting on me going, you brought somebody back with you. I'm like, I just met her in the parking lot, right? And it was so cool because he's looking at me like, okay. But you can tell he's thinking, man, this guy's a go-getter, right? I go, 1 second, cat. Let me finish with Doc so that he can go on his way before his ice cream melts, and then I'll finish with you, right? And so I hit them both, same contact, boom, open the cereal up, give it to, boom, oh, it's great, yeah, yeah, yeah. Same thing, oh, yeah, it's great, yeah, 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 right? And they go off, but they both say, yeah, I would certainly, accept the challenge to drop 10 pounds if we could eat that product. How many of y'all believe you gave a sample of Crunch with the brochure